What's up, guys? Got my first recap for y'all here in a good while. My first one since NBA season ended back in April. Honestly, I've had a really nice break from graphing. Haven't done a whole lot. Dabbled into a few different things. Did a few NASCAR things, and also hit a couple like little charity event type deals up. But just didn't post recaps for those just because I wasn't really feeling it. I mainly just try to keep my channel to mainly just NBA stuff and like Panthers. I will put Panthers stuff up there that I get. But yeah, that's what I hit these past couple weeks. Hit like 4 practices in the past 2 weeks. Got 32 autographs between all 4 of them. So honestly, really solid. I'd say I probably got about 85% of the stuff done that I wanted to get done. There's probably only about 5-6 players left that I still really want to get. So probably take about a month or so break and try to get that stuff finished up later on in the season. But yeah, honestly, really good so far this year. I think I honestly have done better my first 4 practices this year than I did in the 4 last year. So happy with that. Got 17 cards done, which is cool. That's mainly what I collect. So happy about that. And then like I did last year, just use the ball for other guys that I like that don't have cards, because like the NFL is different than the NBA and baseball. A lot of guys, like there's a lot of starters and even like pro bowlers that don't really have cards. So use the ball for that, so I can still get guys I like and to get good amount of minutes and stuff. Yeah, honestly, really pleased with it. We'll go ahead and jump into the ball. Starting out here, I got a new receiver we picked up in the free agency, Russell Shepard. Really cool guy. Very talkative, very friendly. I liked him a lot. Over here we got 2nd round pick, offensive lineman Taylor Moton. I was happy to get him. He was also very friendly and really chill. Right here I got our new fullback, Alex Arma. I think we drafted him in like the 5th or 6th round one. And then down here is receiver Austin Duke. He's on the practice squad right now. Main reason I got him is I actually go to UNC Charlotte, and that's where he went. He's a rookie this year, and we've only had a football program for about 5 years, I'd say now. So just now finally starting to get a few NFL prospects. We had one guy, Ogunjobi. He was drafted in the 3rd round to the Browns, so that was cool to see. And Austin Duke's the only other one that's like on any type of roster right now, being on the practice squad. So definitely had to get him. Really cool guy. I talked to him about UNCC. And then down here, got linebacker Ben Jacobs. He's been on the team for a good while, at least probably about 4 or 5 years, I'd say. So, and I didn't get him last year, so decided to get him this year. Backside right quick, go ahead and knock this out. Got Colin Jones. He's a safety. He's been on the team forever, and I don't think I ever saw him last year, so finally did this year and got him. And then I got offensive lineman Trey Turner over here. Really like him. I got a cool story about him coming up later on, so I'll get to that. On the back side here, the main panel, I got punter Michael Pilardi. Always grew up a big Tennessee fan, so I got to talk to him about that for a minute. That was really cool. Over here, I got DB Ladarius Gunter. Picked him up from Green Bay a couple weeks ago. He was really cool. Rookie safety Demetrius Cox. Defensive back Desmond Southward. Linebacker Zeke Bigger. I really liked him. He played at ECU, and he was actually really good there, so I'm glad he's getting a shot. I talked to him. He was super nice. Probably one of the nicest athletes I've probably ever met, period, honestly. Over here, I got defensive tackle Kyle Love. He was really cool. Offensive lineman Darrell Williams. And I actually got a real good big name on it this year, Luke Kuechly. I was actually able to get him a couple times, and really cool guy. One of the definitely most down-to-earth superstars in the league. So had a second opportunity to get him, so definitely had to get him on the ball. And that's that. Go ahead and jump into cards now, which is definitely got some of my better players. Go ahead and jump into it. I got quarterback Garrett Gilbert. He's on the practice squad. Played at SMU. He's been on a few different rosters, but got him on a card. He was pretty cool. Next up, I got rookie quarterback, 3rd stringer Brad Kaya. He was actually really cool. Very friendly guy. He signs quite a bit, honestly. Really good college player. Claimed him off waivers from the Lions, so got him. Next up, I got offensive lineman Amini Silatalu. Another cool guy. He was on the team a couple years ago, and then I think he was out of the league last year and came back, so got him this year. Next up, I got defensive back Kevon Seymour. Just got him a few weeks ago in a trade with Buffalo. Really cool guy. Next up, I got kicker Graham Gano. on one. He's also really chill. One of the most like regular signers on the team, I'd say. Next up, I got receiver Russell Shepard. I already mentioned him on the ball earlier. Got him on a card. Like I said, really cool guy. I like him a lot. Next up, I got defensive lineman Vernon Butler. He's a first-round pick last year. Got him again. He was really cool. He's always pretty chill, so glad to get him again. Next up, I got Star Latulele on one. He's been one of our starting defensive linemen forever since he got drafted a few years ago. Former first rounder for us. Next up, I got cornerback Captain Munnerlin on 2. Really nice guy. Really happy we brought him back. He started out in Carolina, went to Minnesota for a few years. Really happy to see him come back. Really cool guy. He's one of the few players, like, I honestly maybe had like 2 or 3 guys at Panthers practice that actually will do multiples. And I think he's like the only one that's really hooked it up on that so far this season. Next up, I got cornerback James Bradbury, 2nd-round pick last year. Already probably one of our best DBs. I think he's got a really good potential. I like him a lot, so it's cool to get him again. Next up, I got Matt Khalil, one of our bigger free agent signings this year. He was nice, hooked it up, so that was cool. Next up, I got safety Mike Adams on one. Had to get this one in black because I couldn't find my blue when I called him over, but still came out good. Happy to get him. I always liked him as a player, so it's cool to see him playing for the Panthers now. Next up, I got linebacker Shaq Thompson, 1st-round pick from a couple years ago. He was cool as always. He's always really chill when you call him over, so fan of his. A lot of starters tend to be kind of iffy from day to day, but he's usually pretty consistently cool. Next up, I got Trey Turner on a card. It was cool when he signed this because he'd actually never seen his cards before. So I got a couple on the way to hook him up with, but yeah, he was just like in shock that I had a card for him because he'd never seen him before. He's actually really good. Made like the past 2 Pro Bowls, I think. But yeah, it's the first year they decided to make cards for him, so that's cool. Happy to get him. Next up, I got running back Jonathan Stewart. He's honestly, I've always heard he's one of the tougher guys on the team, but was able to get him last year and this year so far, so that's cool. Always good to get him. Always been a really solid running back for us. And then lastly but not least for cards, as I mentioned on the ball earlier, I got Luke Kuechly. Was able to get him 2 different times that I've went. I only got him once last year, so really happy to get him. Definitely our best defensive player, one of the best linebackers in the league. Really huge fan of him. Very down-to-earth, humble guy. So it's always good to get him. I'm going to probably leave him alone the rest of the year, and that's kind of hard to turn down an autograph from him. But yeah, guys, that's what I got so far. I don't know when my first NBA outing will be or when I'm going to hit this back up. I'll probably be at least a month or so before I really get back into anything, but wanted to at least get this out of the way. So thanks, guys, and until next time, I'm out.